How do you fit the cheeky girls into an opening is what we were just discussing, and it only makes a certain amount of sense in context. But yeah. While I visit the dilapidated hospital, do you want to repeat the fun fact you just added for us?
The cheeky girls, you know, the paragon of pop music, now work at 2 different Hyundai dealerships, and that is going to be of no useful information to anybody other than themselves and their employers. But still interesting to my mind.
Yeah, you never know. There will be a pub quiz somewhere where that's a useful thing to know.
Which is why I like having these random facts. I probably told you this before, there was a pub at uni where every quiz they had specialist rounds. The first time I happened to wander in, it was on Greek and Latin etymology, which I was very sad about having missed the beginning of the quiz.
Yeah.
The next one that I actually deliberately attended, the specialist round was on leaks.
Oh.
So
okay.
you never know when that information is going to come in handy.
No, certainly not. I'm not sure how many people could have jumped on the chance for specialist round of leak trivia, but someone out there will.
Exactly.
Right, so when we left off, we'd battered the cod that had chipped away at our sanity. Sorry. This is why the cheeky girls thing came up, because I didn't have a good opening line, and I was workshopping something to do with that, and that's all I've got. Anyway, onwards and upwards, because we're going up the mountain with our presumably, I don't know, did we take the head of the fish off or what? It just said we needed a trophy to be able to approach it, so we'll see if we even get there, because while we did beat our first boss in this game, and that's great and all, no one's in particularly good shape because of it. Craig David's a scatterbrained alcoholic. The NHS is vicious and hates music. Boudica is afraid of corpses, which is not great for a barbarian. And Fizzlips II has too many problems to list, but he's also nervous. So we'll see if we even make it as far as the mountain, but I do wonder if the boss there is going to be the same. They've sort of framed a lot of this around sort of the central character and their confessions, which is a sort of convoluted way of doing difficulty levels as best I've been able to work out. So we did cowardice, we're now on resentment, which has made all the sort of journey to the mountain longer. The first time we got there, it was a big old brain with 4 padlocks, and they were like, I don't know, they all had conceptual names kind of thing. It was all very symbolic, but I don't know if it'll be the same with just chunkier padlocks this time. We'll have to find out if we get there. But first we have all these pricks and their barricades. I mean, is a flashbang going to work on them? They have entirely face-covering helmets. The game says it will, so... Yeah, it worked on one of them, so the game half lied. You should get your masochism on immediately. And you need to... just chop a fucker, I think. Not quite sure when these barricades come into play, because so far we've just, if you'll pardon the phrasing, reached around and whacked them. When I thought the barricade was there to stop that, but who knows. Oh yes, last time we finally reached the end of our first character backstory with the Vestal, and got two 2 healing moves, one of which I have yet again forgotten to apply, but we will after this match. So hopefully she'll be more useful. I guess the next closest was the flagellant, who I still want to call the flagellant, but they pronounced it flagellant here, so I'm assuming that's correct. The entirety of the first game I was calling him the flagellant. Which, to be fair, you flagellate yourself, you don't flagell yourself. Flagellate. I don't know. Again...
No, you make a valid point there.
Yeah, I mean, again, M is here in Dictionary Corner for any more problems we might face.
I mean, it's quite common to have stress differences between verbs and nouns, even when they are spelled exactly the same.
Yeah, that is true. I find a lot of difference in stress between verbs and nouns.
I just feel a lot of stress around words.
That's true as well, yes. Heal this man, he appears to be on fire. Thank you. Yeah, I'm now trying to think of examples of that where it's a different pronunciation. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
But for some reason, that is popping into my brain.
no, well, it's always the way, isn't it? Think of an example of a thing, immediately every example you've ever known disappears.
I mean, we looked at, like,
Malaise,
let's say,
measured and
shit like
steady.
that in, like, first year of uni. So theoretically, somewhere buried in the back of my skull is, like, a not comprehensive, but fairly developed list.
Hmm.
And yet, nothing.
No. Always the performance anxiety. Right, well, I figured out the barricade thing now. I'm pretty sure it just covers the first guy, so that's why we've... I mean, yeah, we're on a relatively 2D plane here, so we have to assume that, even though that doesn't make sense how they could reach... I mean, that's been the case since the first game, so... Artistic liberties.
Which we can lift. Which is
This wound, at least,
Ah,
has
yeah.
been tended
Good point.
to.
that is quite
Oh,
a lot. It's so stupid.
it is, very much. Okay, keep massacrizing. I'm just inventing new ones then. After having given it some thought, I said this a while ago, that the coastal level in the first game had an absolutely banging soundtrack, and the one here is good. I'm definitely not knocking it, but it's not quite as good as the first one. It's got that same like jaunty sea shanty vibe to it, which is good, but who knows. It's going to take a lot to get Nick Kershaw out of my head, unfortunately, which has just been an ongoing thing for several weeks now.
A breakthrough.
It'll be a breakthrough if I can get it out of my head, yeah. Can the narrator hum a tune for me with that? It's the one thing I've never heard Wayne June do now. Wayne June Dune 2, starring Wayne June. He'd be good in that, actually, if they do need a narrator, but I don't think they do. I forgot what I was even saying now. Lost in the dunes. That's it, and our plague doctor has a fucking mythical forbidden knife that causes insta-death.
And necessary.
Oh great, we found some money, some starfish and 2 bear traps. Everything.
Okay, those 3 are going in my what 3 weird items can you buy to freak out a cashier?
Yes, good. To be fair, I think just bear traps on their own is gonna Certainly in the UK, it's going to unsettle people. We're not known for our bears. But that doesn't mean they don't exist. Oh god, and I forgot we were totally full up on the inventory. We've got our carved bodkin. That's the trophy. We can't get rid of that. I can't work out what that is, if that's the head or what. Looks more like a fingernail. Okay. Pouch of lye. We can leave that, I think. Oh yeah, and we got the griddle for flapjacks. Well, we can't leave that behind. Charred books. That's a currency, apparently. Oh, hell. Maybe get rid of the impermeable poultice. Just because it takes too long to say. Great. Actually, before... Yes, no, Steve, don't forget. Change the moves. Right. So we have... that move, got that move, we got that, heal, heal, and heal. Beautiful, but that one only works after doing that. But that's fine. Well done, Craig. So, where exactly are we? Because we're sort of mid-venture here. Oh, well, hopefully not mid-venture, because that's fucking miles away. Oh yeah, we're close to the end. We got study unknown, and then the big cultist fight, and then we'll have got through this area. We'll make it. Basically, each of these areas is sort of bookmarked by an inn that you reach, and that's like a checkpoint, basically. Okay, Boudica just said, "I pity your mother." Oh, we're just shit talking along the road now. Just okay. I'm also just admiring these quite low frame rate crabs that are dancing about. That's a nice feature. Oh, okay, what is this? A haunted megaphone? With a mermaid on top of it. What does this mean? How do you feel about Fizzlip says, I don't like it. Okay.
Well, that's not very positive of you. You don't need that kind of attitude in a team.
No, but I mean, he's got no skin on his face.
Where's his blue sky thinking?
The same place where the skin went, I think. I can forgive him for being somewhat pessimistic.
Yeah, that's fair.
Boudica says, the bird song of my homeland. But these are both negative things. No one wants to interact with this.
Well, her homeland, bearing in mind, is Essex, so... I've heard the bird song around here.
True.
I'm not a fan.
No. Well, unfortunately, I'm too interested, so... Fizzlips, check it out. Is that all it did? It just stressed them out. We didn't get anything from that. No, we got something because our inventory's full again, but you're not telling me what the new thing is. Well, that was a bloody waste of time. Shit whiskey. I don't want to drop any of these things. Okay, we've only got the one whiskey flask. We'll drop that. I think. Yeah. Good. Onwards. I'll carve out your tongue. Calm down, Boudica. Fizzlip says, I shall pray for you, take comfort. I've never been quite known how religious the flagellant is. He seemed to work for some kind of religious group in order to flagellate people, but that could have been a means to an end. An oasis. Uh-oh. Today is going to be the day. Yeah, Boudica is stressing the fuck out. That's why she's just going nuts. So this should be for her. But the NHS says, some for our gullets, some for ablutions. Fizzlip says, I am beyond such worldly needs. Oh, so he doesn't... Hang on, you're saying that, but you still want it. Mixed messages, man. You can't do that. And Boudica says, our foes may lose our scent if we bathe. That's very practical. But I'm more worried about you losing your mind, so... Yes, that was significant. Excellent. Now stop calling everyone a prick until we reach the end. I sense you are meant for glory. Oh no, that was Fizzlip saying that. Oh shit.
Wheels askew, coach limping. Be prudent.
I mean, being prudent doesn't really help in those matters unless we can attach wings to the wagon. That's always going to damage us. Oh, and the most friendly church of all, Oblivion's Rampart. What is that, C of E? I don't know. Protestant, Catholic? I don't know. Looks pretty Catholic, if I'm honest with you. You did not skimp on the aesthetics. In fact, this guy's a new one. We're used to the squiddy table and the evil sword lady. Cardinal.
Observe the subject carefully, and you will discover its weaknesses.
Seems to have a weakness for bling. Also seems to be a chronic masturbator. He's got one massive arm and one spindly one. That's the first step. That's like wanking 101. How to avoid that. He gains what when attacked? He gains crit. That's not good.
There is beauty in our imperfections.
Well, nice of you to say. Okay, he might be a trouble, and he's also quite resistant to most things. Oh well, give it a go. In fact, don't give it that kind of a go. Give it a different kind of go that attacks the table first. Remember our mantra: kill the table, flashbang the baby. And ask no questions about the mantra. That's another one, because I don't think I usually pronounce it mantra. It's mantra, but either works probably. You say mantra, I say mantra. The cult kicks us both out. That's not a blood commune. That's hitting me with a sword. Oh god, that's worse than any attack. Is like shuffling everyone around because now it's all bugged up. There is something very good in a literary way of like whenever that move was called the yawning void. Something about like voids or gulfs or something being described as yawning is very unsettling. It suggests not only is it like a horrific black hole, but it's kind of casual about it. It doesn't really care for you, whether you're there or not. It could easily kill you and then take a nap, which is the scariest thing of all.
To finish this quickly.
Wait, what?
I find it quite relaxing to have a nap after morally questionable activities.
I see. Good to know. I'm not going to call you a yawning void just because it has certain other implications that seem a bit too harsh.
I've been called worse.
I'm sure,
That
but
was on my kid's bio list.
yeah. No, I don't doubt it, but who am I actually going for first? He's probably got he's way and ahead, got the most health, so kill the cardinal, then worry about Scissor Sister over here. What does that do? Hollow vessel. Oh, okay. Well, it's not a hollow vessel, is it? Because you just applied every status effect there is to apply to me. It's not very hollow, is it? That's brimming. That's overflowing with bullshit. Sir. Right, I should probably move the Plague Doctor away from the front lines.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Oh, fuck that. I don't think we've ever seen that before. I knew the squiddy table and the shitty baby could heal people, but apparently the fucking sword woman can as well. You can't all be healers. That's not... Fuck's sake, game. No, the void... Oh, okay, we dodged the yawning void. I don't know, maybe we had coffee or something, I don't know.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Yeah, I went to a bar and asked for a Malaise, and they were very measured about the amount they gave me. Apparently that's more of a UK thing. I don't know if there's where I heard it or anything, but apparently like drink measures are it's kind of a UK thing. In America they'll just like splash whatever amount in there and go there, go nuts. But
It does seem to be a slightly different thing, but also bearing in mind that like so many people working in the service industry rely on the tips they get.
oh,
You know,
yeah.
there's an argument to be made that, well, if I overcome a little bit, I'll probably get that.
Right, yeah. Actually, that makes a lot of sense now. Yeah,
Could
where
be wrong, that's mere speculation. But
yeah, no, but it's definitely a feasible theory. You know,
I think it also very much depends on the place. The weird thing about American drinking culture that I find so bizarre is the notion of chaser.
yeah, I've never
Like, that's
quite
just
understood
one
that.
thing here.
No,
Or, like, it's not a universal thing.
no, like, so I mean, I'm not au fait with this as you know, but that's just like a shot of something after a drink, isn't it?
Oh,
A
I mean,
chaser.
it depends which way round you use it. Like a shot of alcohol followed by something that isn't alcohol, rather than like
Oh, okay,
mixing them.
right, yeah,
I mean, sure, I'm in some weird communities when it comes to that sort of thing, but yeah, like even people I know who don't really drink much, if the drinks are aware of the concept of chase.
This wound, at
From the
least,
American
has been
side.
tended to.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's not been a thing I've ever known. I know drinks and I know shots, which are a different kind of drink, and I know of cocktails, and I know Ring of Fire, I think it's called. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna miss that.
I-
And also,
I-
I have
I'm
been
not.
known, but I am not a person to emulate. I have been known to eat a big old glug of soup straight after a shot of cheap vodka. But that's just like a meat vodka.
Okay, so a soup chaser.
Soup chasing, yeah, well I did try mixing vodka in with my soup, but
Hmm.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No. I hear it works a lot in Russian cuisine or Eastern European cuisine. Vodka and potatoes is a kind of staple diet. Not to stereotype or anything, but
No, and it's like it's perfectly challenging to use in certain dishes. I mean, penne alla vodka is a thing.
that sounds a lot better than what I said. It sounds far less patronising.
I mean, I quite enjoy it.
I like potatoes and I like vodka. I don't know if I'd like them both together,
Broken
but
relief
penne alla
from
vodka
caustic
is
agony.
oh, of course it is. Yeah, yeah. Ignore me. I'm not a chef. Oh no, Fizzlips is having a gamer moment again.
Oh, his lips.
I'm also confused because maybe I'm paranoid, but I thought I heard the Telltale Mario thing of that I have set up for when I get a new follower, but that's really bad if I haven't, because then I'm just like hearing that out of hope or some shit. Oh well, let's ignore that, and I'll talk to my therapist about it. Right, Fizzlips, you're fizzing a bit too much. Please sort yourself out. I might have left that a bit late actually to do that. So also, well, yeah, I put that on him and then I never healed him. That was stupid. Let's try and set that up. Did he just pass his turn? That's not great. That's not very gamer of you, Fizzlips. Okay, Cardinal's looking worse for wear. Ah, one more yawn of the void.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
There's a lot of measuring talk, isn't there? Stress out the NHS a bit so you can get some health back. I mean, that actually makes sense. Oh, and now she can't use the heal thing. Well, somebody hit him, for God's sake.
Lethality writ large.
Again, I do like the verbose nature of things in this, but lethality writ large, my mind translated that to death in all caps. It's the modern way of saying that. Uppercase killer guy. Like that.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
Also starfish, but you know. One, we're not going to have room to carry these, and two, don't know how useful they are. That one could be, but that one we have to do the whole stained, unforgettable trinket thing. I don't quite know how that works. Very high risk reward.
Whispers.
Well, I'll whisper back to the loathing and say, fuck off. We don't like you around these parts. Hang on. Something else I was very stupid there. I could have started using a lot of these items and put them on people, and then we would have had more space. Well, it's too bloody late now, isn't it? Never mind. Still useful, that means we can carry that shit. Good, we did it. Is it cowardly that my resolve wanes? No. You are fighting Lovecraftian horrors. The fact you're alive at all is kind of miraculous. What's this one called? The King's Head?
For a time.
The Mountain Shadow. That makes sense. Craig David gained a quirk. Cosmic Hater. You can read that a few different ways. That's probably quite useful for where we're going. Boudica is generous. That's good. And Fizzlips II is a slugger. Well, that's very useful. Leviathan was slain by Craig David. That's just a wonderful sentence to read. Great, well, we made it. I keep forgetting that even the mountain is not a... You're not straight away there. I think there's a few bumps in that road as well. Let's give you some bear traps. You got the burn thing, you got the bandages. Yeah, we'll give the priestess some bear traps as well. Who do we want to have the carved bodkin? If bleeding, extra action 20%. That's... Really? That seems crazy good. And might... Wait, why does it say -2 bleeding received as a bad thing? Does that mean -2 in the likelihood of bleeding? God damn it, game. You never get this stuff across very well to me. Sorry, I was just wondering if her crits are due to that trinket, but I don't think so. Okay, we'll give Boudica the carved bodkin. And I guess it makes sense to give that to Craig David. Which leaves... No, that's not a... That ain't worth doing. That doesn't make sense for him either, if I'm reading that correct. God, all these... Oh, I tell you what, I've worked out why this is so rough on my brain, because looking at this is like looking at an algebra equation. If speed symbol is more than 2, 10% chance for blind? Oh, okay, no, just ignore that. That's a risky one. Also, being moved around is a pain, but we're not getting stunned that much. I'm gonna risk not having that. Cool.
Spend what you can, or wealth no longer has meaning. If indeed it ever did.
Pipeweed, otherwise known as weed. -2 stress, -1 speed. Yeah, that sounds about right from what I've heard. The way I said that makes it sound like I haven't just heard it, but I have just heard it, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I couldn't possibly comment.
No. You think I'd be as twitchy as I am on these streams if I was smoking weed? I think that's the greatest evidence for that. Just straight up 20% damage. What? Oh, it's because it takes purple triangles to buy that. And we need them for the stagecoach.
Improvement. A new variable in the equation of your fate.
What did I just say about equations?
The roads are rife with peril. A little protection is always welcome.
Always wear protection. Especially on the road. Oh damn, so for the first time we actually need more...
Meet each challenge on its own terms.
I will when you stop interrupting. Yeah, well, okay, we actually need more slots on the stagecoach now, so... If I take that off, less stress or 20% travelling heal. But we're not travelling that far now, are we? Oh, and the trophy. 100% more chance to deal bleed and to receive it. Well, if we're fighting the padlocks again, I don't think they're going to make us bleed. And yet, conversely, we could make them bleed. We could also poison them, flashbang the padlocks, but... give it a go. That was a noise. I thought we killed it. Why is it still making noise?
Maybe it's one of those things how, like, when octopodes still twitch after they're dead.
Oh, right, yeah. It's like a chicken head. No, a chicken body. Don't think the chicken head moves after it's been cut off. But it's not something I've ever wanted to... You want some octopus?
Yeah.
C'est la vie. Okay. Yeah, there's not going to be that many locations now because it's straight to the mountains. Oh wait, no, but then whoop. Another such noises. Yeah. Peter Davis says that's a fun trophy effect. Yeah, kind of. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to work out in our favour, but if it doesn't, it may at least be funny. So we'll go with that. We're also going to have, I think, the travelling heel, and of course the griddle, because I want to see flapjacks.
This will serve well.
Yeah. Do we need someone who knows how to cook it, or...? Probably not. Probably fine.
The means of mastery.
Yeah. We only have 2, but then we also have upgraded quite a lot already, so everyone's doing good on that front. We still never got around to doing that, but probably worth upgrading. Peter Davis says, wait, is that 100% chance of bleed or 100% amount of bleed? Oh, if it was 100% amount of bleed, then that would be very fun and broken, probably. Yeah, I see what you mean, actually, looking at it. I'm going to assume that is a 100% more chance to... Wait, oh god, I'm terrible with these fucking symbols. I'm going to say it's chance rather than amount, but I could be wrong. I definitely could be wrong. We'll have to see, I suppose. Amount feels broken, but then... No, 100% more on 2 is just like doubling it, isn't it? So it's only 4, but... The algebra, maths, can't do. So I'm actually not sure who to put this. I guess that's pretty good. Q. So, we're missing 3 purple triangles off getting the thing. Never mind. Oh yeah, and we haven't used a lot of the other things yet. So first, give everyone some mould. It seems to be the only food item in the universe at the moment. In the first game, you had like provisions and things, which were presumably, you know, like rations and actual food. But now it's just like the only food item is slime mould, and it's this disgusting plate.
You can't have the only food item being slime mold when you get weed vibes. That's just mean.
No, actually, that's a... Yeah, you're right. That's a combination spell doomed for disaster. Someone gets the fucking munchies and all they've got to eat is mould. Not great. We have still got playing cards though, so let's everyone play some blackjack. I swear your rules change every time. 137, which means the odds are what? I mean, I'm not going to judge you if you're bad at maths, but you are the NHS, so that's a little worrying. Can I just do that again then? And that increases the chance again. Because that's an everyone thing. Seems like it. But what do I get if I win, says Boudica. Well, you get the enjoyment of taking part. Peter Davis agrees, we need flapjacks. We absolutely do. It's the only thing that's going to stop the Eldritch Gods. Maybe that's what has started all this. They've got the munchies, and they're tearing apart reality to find some decent food.
The inevitable end of your journey awaits you, once again.
Yes, don't think too much about the whole time loop thing of this. So we should use all our everything, really, since this is the final hoedown. Don't think the pipeweed is worth it. laudanum often is. But then if we're on the road, we might... fuck it, I'll get some of it. Whittling tools. That's an in item, so... could use that immediately. And the rest, I think, is unaffordable. So, after some cards, we're going to do some group whittling, and that will de-stress everyone. Oh no, that de-stresses one person. Okay, Craig David, you're our designated whittler. I prefer to keep my hands busy whilst praying. I mean, we know that. We just learnt all about your backstory. Your eyes were busy, your hands were busy. Okay, I definitely haven't forgotten anything, maybe. Almost probably. Good. To the mountain, then. Yes.
Refracted, distorted. These glacial walls reflect the twisted heart of their maker.
The maker of the mountain? Okay. He sounds nice. Oh god, more relationship things. Although hopefully all the rounds of strip poker we did have endeared everyone to one another. Oh god, if Fizzlips was doing strip poker, I dread to think. He's barely got a shirt on his back as it is. How does Craig David feel about Fizzlips? Envious?
Each covets what the other has.
What?
And plots to take it.
Oh. She's very judgmental of his acid rain. I don't know. Okay. Oh, fucking hell.
Resentment. The slowest and deadliest poison of them all.
The NHS also doesn't like the man with no skin on his face. How does the NHS feel about Craig David? Resentful? Those cards were fucking useless. They haven't done anything. You all still hate each other after that. We had a great night. We ate a bunch of mould. We played cards, and then Craig David did some whittling. That's pretty good for a post-apocalyptic Friday night. Don't think there's anything on the telly anymore. Here come the mountain.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and regret.
Well, I've never been called a ziggurat, but Temple of Failure and Regret certainly is a mood. The horses don't seem happy either. I wonder how much longer this area might be as well, actually, on the second one. We've given no map, which is helpful. Oblivion's ingress, yeah. And... okay, everyone's up for it. No one wants to run away, so we can't. We seek glory in the jaws of death. Yeah, but they're the jaws of death, so you might also just find death. I have heard your call, apex of suffering. Okay. We face them or we freeze. No, we could just keep moving and, you know, stay warm and then we won't freeze. But yeah, sure, fucking whatever. Okay, we've got the deacon. We've got a shitty baby and a squiddy table. So, the scissor woman took us by... I keep saying scissors, it's just swords, but anyway. Took us by surprise last time by healing. Pretty sure the big blokey twats can't heal. Unless I'm about to be proven wrong. So, I think all we need to focus on... oh, damn it, the baby dodged the flashbang. I hate it when that happens. Wait, why do you still have that move on? I didn't put that move on you. Oh no. What's gone on here? What the fuck has gone on here? Why isn't that on there? What? Is there something about going to the inn that reset all her moves? Her main healing move is no longer selected. Great. Because the fact that everyone hates each other wasn't enough of a handicap. Okay, fine. Can you at least smite the baby, Craig David? No, because I used the wrong move. Fuck. Peter Davis says it's still useful just to clear the dodge token. Quite possibly, but unfortunately half the time I never even see they have the dodge token. But yeah, okay, well I'll do my best. Boudica, kill that baby. It's got a crit token, but not a dodge one. Acid rain the baby.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
That was significant. What the fuck? Oh, that's not good. The NHS is stressed out. Who could have ever guessed? And Boudica can't reach anyone except the big guy, so go for him. Tell you what, let's buff everyone. That could be worth doing.
Collaboration confers advantage.
That's what I'm hoping. Okay, that's fine. He should be dead anyway, so... Nice. I mean, I was going to say nice dodge, but he missed. But, I mean, they're basically the same thing. It's like a glass half empty, half full thing. See, flesh weaving... Okay, yeah, it is a heal. I was going to say, it sounds like more of a heal. That is a heal. Yeah, well, 12, we barely did enough for that to be too disastrous. Damn it. That's weird, actually. Yeah, so only these two can actually even reach the table. Oh no, you can with the flashbang. Go for that then. The table doesn't have eyes, but it is blinded. Yep. We judge this table to be shit. Damn it, should have used Festa there, shouldn't I?
This is no time to falter.
Yeah, well, I just fucking did, didn't I? So... Don't need your criticism, Dad. Let's see. Okay, 11 blight. Safe to say that'll be fine then. Unless he turns around and heals the table, but you know. Okay. Everyone's doing okay, except for the fact we're all about to lose our minds. But physically, we're fairly alright. Hunky-dory. Nice dodge, Fizzlers.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
Are you talking maths at me again? Okay, let's heal. Oh god, I keep forgetting that's a regen thing now. Uh-oh. Oh, the NHS is in meltdown. What good is dominion over death? Worse awaits me. What, defunding? What? Can't believe the NHS went into meltdown after all that clapping we did.
we are the flame, burning brightly for all the world to see.
Yeah, he said confidently.